how are you doing? My name is Jemima and welcome to my channel. If you are new here, karibu sana. If you remember, it's always a pleasure to have you back again. So guys, today I'm so glad and I want to appreciate each and every person out there who has been supporting my channel. Thank you so much for subscribing, and if you haven't done so, kindly consider subscribing to this channel. Hit the notification bell so that you may get my content once it's out there. So guys, today we're going to be looking out at some signs of an emotional immature person. Maybe people might take this issue as a small issue, but in real sense it's not as small as it may seem. And emotional immaturity doesn't matter the age that someone is. Someone might be advanced in age, but they still have these issues of emotional immaturity. And also you might find that emotional maturity might take away your respect and dignity, that other people that look up to you may end up losing it for you, and you remain just like that. And even at times when you're talking to an audience or you're talking to someone, they've already lost respect for you just because of emotional immaturity. So guys, today we're going to be looking at some different signs that you might look out in yourself or to people around you, if they have them, to know if they're actually emotionally mature or they are emotionally immature. And today we're basically going to be looking at the signs of an emotionally immature person or individual. So guys, have you ever come across this person or these people that when you give a certain idea, instead of them sitting down and digesting it very well, they end up creating a very big issue or a big problem? Instead of maybe asking wherever they haven't understood or something of that sort, they just end up creating big problems. If you have such kind of people in your friendship cycle or in your family or even you yourself, then just know that this person or you yourself, you're not emotionally mature, and you have to work out on that. You have first to understand what someone is saying, where they're headed to, or what they are intending to say. Point number two, we have this kind of people who are always how is it called, attention hoardings. These are kind of people who, like, they want to always draw attention towards themselves. When you're somewhere and you're talking, like, they want to be the one talking, they want to be known what they have and what they're earning. Guys, if you find yourself that all the time you want attention towards you, or you have a friend or a relative who is always seeking attention wherever they are, in anything they do, they want that attention towards them, and if I tell they are not given that attention, they'll end up creating some drama or just creating a scene to make sure that they have this kind of attention. Then it simply means that these people are still emotionally immature. It doesn't matter if they are 50 years, they are, I don't know, 20 years, or they're what. It simply means that they are emotionally immature. So guys, you have to work out on if you find yourself seeking this unnecessary attention, make sure that you work out on it. Another point is about the ad hominems. Ad hominems is whereby you find that someone is arguing even before, not someone is arguing not with an intention of maybe giving a fact or coming up with a solution, but there are this kind of people who always argue to make sure that they win. Especially this happens with people who are so much into politics, defending maybe their party or defending the person they are vying for. You will end up finding that these people argue even with things that do not make sense. So if you find such kind of people, instead of going into argument with them, that may end up bringing problem, fights and such kind of things, just understand that these people are not emotionally mature, and you can walk away or opt to keep silent to avoid more problems. So if you find these people who are always arguing without giving facts, without even whatever they're arguing about doesn't make sense, but they still argue, just like let them go. It's of no essence like arguing with such kind of people. Also, there are these people who are poor in impulse control. Poor in impulse control in sense that they do not think about others. They are this group of people that always think about themselves. It's always about me, ni mimi, kama si mimi si mwingine. So you have, if you find that maybe you are in such kind of maybe thing that you always want you first, even when you are in a group of people, you want first you to be recognized. When something is given out to be shared, it's you first to get enough before others. If you are this kind of a person who always think about yourself alone and not about others, guys, there's nothing else maybe I can describe such kind of a person other than being an emotional immature. A person who is emotionally mature will feel about others. You'll be like, how about when other people were behaving the way like they get all first before they give it maybe to me? You have to think about others. You have to think about the people who do not have, even before you yourself you give it, you get something else. So guys, if you find that maybe the friends that you are interacting with, or even you yourself, it's so hard for you to think about others and you just think about yourself first, then it means that you are emotionally immature. Also, another thing is about these people who tend to avoid maybe their to avoid the truth, and they just walk away. Maybe someone has done something wrong, and when you approach them to tell them that so and so, you know, you did this but it's not right, they might end up not answering you, or opt just to walk away and don't give any kind of an answer to you. So if you find that you have such kind of friends that are always avoiding corrections, they are always avoiding maybe something, a comment that might help them, it means that they are not ready to take the fact or the truth that might help them. They are not ready to have that feeling of caution or even to be corrected inside of them. They always want to seem to be the right ones. They are never wrong. So what they'll do, if they are this kind of silent people, they'll just walk away and keep you off, let you talking to yourself. And even some of others, in as much as they might not walk away, they must just be there by they do not answer you anything. They do not participate in they do not participate in anything. So you have to make sure that when you want to be an emotional immature person, when someone is correcting you, listen to them, try to check into their correction and see if what they are talking is a fact, is it really of help. If it is, then take action and do it. Another point, the last one but not least, is that people who are emotionally immature, they always tend to be zero accountable. Have you ever seen guys in a group that maybe you're given assignment in a group and these people are participating like zero participation, they're not giving anything, they're not, but at the end of the day they want to be recognized as people who participated towards the success of the group. So if you get such kind of people, maybe at work you're placed in groups and you are told to do something and to deliver something, you find that these people, they'll always be there, they're not participating in anything. When you're doing research, I mean, they like don't give any kind of help, but at the end of the day they want to be counted as part of that success that you have in that group. So if you find such kind of people, do not blame them, do not go around like maybe condemning them or doing something. Just understand that these people are not emotionally mature, because inside of them they don't feel that push to do something or to be part of and participation that is being given into that group. So what you have to do, just go. If you find that maybe your friends, your family members, or any person have this kind of signs, you can go sit down with them, try to talk to them in a friendly way, not judging them, not condemning them. If they do not listen, since these people at times also seem to be so defensive, you you end up going like, so and so, this is not right, you have to correct it and do this. You find that sometimes they are so defensive, they defend themselves, and even at times they might end up condemning you who went there to correct them. So you have to be very careful, you have to have wisdom. And if you know that you can't approach them and you really want them to change, you can use a friend or someone who is more mature, someone who has wisdom, who knows how to approach them, or maybe a friend whom they listen to very much, to go and talk to them so that they might help them out. And if you find that you yourself, you're the one with these issues, then sit down, talk to yourself. I mean, work out on yourself. Immaturity is something that emotional immaturity is something that many of us just overlook it, but it really counts so much in our character building. Remember, character is not an inborn thing, it's something that you build every day. And as much as you're building it, it comes up with some kind of materials, some kind of spices to build up a character. And in that, those spices or those materials include the emotional immaturity, um immaturity signs like the ones we've been discussing about. So guys, make sure that you work on yourself. These small issues can really put you into trouble. They can make you lose respect for yourself, they can make you lose dignity for yourself. It doesn't matter how old you are, it doesn't matter what you own, but you really have to work on these small things about your body language, your whatever signs. You have to work on them to build your good character. I don't mean perfect character, there is nothing like perfect character, but your good character. So guys, if you find this content so helpful, kindly consider subscribing to this channel, hit the notification bell so that you may get my content once I post it. Remember to be positive out there. I love you so much, and take care.